Heyo, I'm Mr. Fox, and welcome back to the Sinking City. Now, we're going to continue with letters from Oakmont, because we never finished them. I'll keep on trying to find out where I'm meant to go with that. I have no idea. Maybe the books will give me some kind of hint, but at the moment, no idea. Okay, so where am I? Lone child. Turn left, turn right. Okie dokie. Okay, so what does it actually say? The visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small, I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to Eastern Street and Coverside, and the visions came on the corner of St. Elmo's Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry, frightened. It was so scary to stay inside. Everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor. Those terrifying screams from outside. Could not run, could not hide. I just waited for Mom to return. Oh God. I'm dreading finding out what's happened. Okay, so it's around here somewhere. Yeah. Said the corner. That could be it. Go do it. Okay then. Max, welcome to the stream. How are you? FM. Do not know where mommy or daddy is. Where dad be when mommy kissed me on the forehead and had me Mr. Teddy and left so many days ago. I'm all by myself and Mr. Teddy and I are so cold and wet. If you have blankies, I would be so happy if you're a nice person and you find this note. I live in a brown house with lots of flowers, but they are wet and sad now. My name is Timmy, and if you help me, we can be the very best friends. Just please, no more monsters. I am all red and sticky. I find eating garlic baguette at the moment awesome. Spicy sprinkles, welcome. Okay, that's that one done. So we can remove that off the map. Oh, I'm seeing if I can change. No. I was hoping I could change the controls for the boat, but no. Driving skills could be better. I know, I know. I never got my boat license, okay? Okie dokie. Where's it? It's right here. What one is this? Disgusting. Southern Old Grove, Warwick Street. Yeah, it is Southern. Okay, between Seaside Street and Hillside Street. Where am I? Huh? Warwick Street between Seaside Street and Hillside Street. That's where they meet. Oh. Up this way. Okay. Now it makes a lot more sense. Also, frying meat and kettle boiling some noodles on the way. Yay! Awesome. So it's somewhere down this street. Maybe the letter will give me a hint. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today, it was man. He left a house in southern Oldgrove on Warwick Street, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Street. Our eyes met and I immediately felt the burning exhilaration on exultation, a wild torrent of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing them, kissing them. Ew. The visions were so intense, I bent in two and threw up all over my breakfast. He walked past saying something like, "Cursed newcomers." I prayed he would. I prayed he wouldn't stop to help. Even now, when I closed my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Oh, bollocks. Why did I think that would actually work? Shit. I have no rags. Yeah, alcohol, but no. Ah, a rag. back here! What? Got you now, bitch. Whew! Some salt, some spicy black pepper. Best minimalistic way to cook pork meat. It's extraordinary, incredible, fabulous. I was right. I told them we weren't alone, that the ocean was talking to me, and now that it's flooding in, the ocean brings them with him. All these buffoons who would laugh behind my back, they now fear these wonders. At the sight of their magnificent specimens, they run in all directions, screaming. They do not realize the incredible chance they have to admire them, to contemplate their splendor. I need to get closer to these creatures. Closer, always closer. I'll finally be recognized for my talent. One of these creatures might even carry my name. I'll be praised by all the universities. They can't ignore me now. They'll stop thinking I'm mad. Oh joy, what pleasure! Come see me. I await your arrival. I'll take good care of you. Um... Mm, mm. Well, that didn't go as planned. Fuck, I got instant dry mashed potato instead of noodles. Fucking hell. But I need to eat, so no problem with that. Pork and mashed potatoes. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, I've done that one. Okay, might as well fast travel there. Since I've got one right there and then another one directly there. So, turn around. do. Here I go watch Lucifer during my lunch, so see you next time. Don't think I betrayed you, just because I already watched Singing City and because of my bad English, I can't help you. Your English is fine, buddy. If I can understand you, anyone can understand you. Okay? I just beaten them all down with a goddamn shovel. Happening in the game. Can't give tips. So if you lose your sanity for, if you have low sanity for too long, he could end up shooting himself. Damn. Okay. Tracks that I'm running out of more than anything else in this freaking game. What was this? In Smelter's notes. The local Imsmouters scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Faces pursue me even in visions. Recently I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay walking down Whisper Street. Barely made Herbert Street when the visions came. I stood among many Innsmouters, disguised as one of them, and listening. Their leader read the story of a captain participating in pagan rites, compilating with savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. Still remember his name, Obed. Obed Marsh Diary, 21st March 1856. New South Wales. On that day we arrive here, Bull's Pyramid, a giant rock around 2,000 feet high extended from the sea. Yeah, it's poisoned all around it, and you can barely see the tip of the monolith. The catch is good here, and brought us more gold. I had to give them to slave women we bought in Sumatra. Wretches were terrified when they saw them. Good riddance. We landed on Lord Howe Island, a few nautical miles away, for fresh water and fruit. The Hetty dinghy was put at sea at 8:15. Last time we were here in 1847, there were 3 settlers and their aboriginal wives. This time only the women remained, and they were not the same. Tattooed. The eyes were red with blood. Dead animal carcasses were strewed around the camp. They slept on the floor beside the corpses. We drank and danced with them. One played a strange musical flute, a sound we never heard before. Well, one of them took me to her hut. While I was at it, between the legs in the dark, Matthews came in with a torch, and I could see that above me the dead husband was hooked to the roof. Skin over his face dried like a 100-year-old apple. Bones and clothes it was. His mouth open and distorted in an endless shout. I could still see his eyes, alive and rolling, looking at me. The witch was laughing hard while wiping her thighs. All her teeth filed to a point like a wolf or shark. We fled this cursed place, leaving the witches behind. Damn! That's some creepy ass shit. There to next, so this way. More eggs. Finally. The ones that are crawling, you know, the tiny ones, I can manage them by just whacking them, but the others not so much. What was this? Flown woman. I'm pretty sure I've done this one, right? Yeah, I've done this one. That one should have been removed. So they're all up there. Closest one is that one there. Crap. Go down to the fast travel. and go to that one, and I'll be there and work my way up. It's down this road here. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Boop. Okay, I'm in this area now. Okay, Lullaby Crossroad. Today I fell asleep on the street. I'm sure it's connected to my vision somehow, because I felt the same nausea and headaches as before they strike. It happened in Coverside near the corner of Tanner Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of a bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes giving me a drink and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Nope. This is all about him losing his mind. Are these monsters even real? I know it's probably stupid, me even thinking that, but yeah, it's just food for thought. Side corner of tennis. Has to be somewhere around here. Somewhere. I was smacking him. Fuck you. I was able to kill that fucker. Not got much more, and then I've got my next level. I'll save me crafting material. Has a chance of saving me crafting material. It'll be only 25%. Okay. Okay, so that I need to go to. Has to be around this area. Town Street, Old Church Road. Yeah, it should be smack bang here.
Hey, knock it off!
Came in like a panda ball. I just wanted to scream it all. You can always scream me. Always scream me. Shut up. Get down. Die. Thank you. I stream now. I think some people would have an issue with that. Some people seem to like me. Don't know why, but they do. Hmm. Knock, knock, assholes. Nope. Hmm. Nowhere near where that point is. Said the corner of those two roads. Right there. It says it right there. Has all of these floors, but no way of getting to them. Weird. Gonna be inside of the infected area, isn't it? I'm gonna have to consult a guide because I am stumped. Okay. Apparently it's this one. Now let's get rid of that. I absolutely despise using guides. But that time I was stumped. I had no idea what to do. As long as I keep on smacking these to prevent them from doing their lunge attack, then I stay alive. And my house is looking a little dead. The recipe was left to me by my grandmother, and when Lily was little, I used it quite often. A couple of drops in her milk, and she slept sweetly all night. My husband and I finally had a little time for each other. Of course, that was long ago, and since then I haven't needed Grandma's sleeping elixir. Now everything's changed. 2 days ago that Bill barricaded the windows because we could not bear to see the corpses on the street. We're locked in and we're out of food. The worst are the nightmares. Worst are the nights. Impossible to sleep because of the squeals of death and other terrible sounds. We should flee, but there's no place to go. I'm afraid as fate draws near, bloody hell, I'll end up like the bakers. I do not want this for my little Lily. While my husband barred the entrance, made my grandma's tea. Lily drank her dose and went to bed, and Bill's getting faint too. It's time for me to join them. Good night, Oakmont. She gave an overdose. She gave the family an overdose, so it was quick. Still no rags. dokie, so that's another one down. Back down there and fast travel over to the left. Okay, now which one's this? Voices in the pipes. The pipes, they're calling. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I went to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they'll talk to me? They began after the visions in Western Reed Heights, near the crossing of Avon Ward and Baker Street. I saw a man, naked and covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows. Surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes, he was cutting himself, piece by piece, and feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices so sweet and promising, but full of hunger and hatred. How could we believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? Okay, on the top floor. Nothing up here. Don't have enough. Where the hell is it? Found the letter. Oh, Mr. Bigley, the pipes are calling. I think that you will recall that I have expressed concern about the drains in my bathroom numerous times over the last month. Obviously, rattles, chunks, and gurgles are of no concern to you, as you are yet to make a single visit despite your assurances. But what about the voices, Mr. Bigley? Will they be enough to get your wrench in hand? Or it's too late? No amount of tinkering or nut tightening can take back the offer they've made. How can I refuse? They say all I have to do is come down and join them. They've soon shown me a way. Don't like or understand it, but they say they've done it before, many times. Just needs a sharp knife. I'll join them, piece by piece, and when I'm all gone up here, I'll be whole again down there. Whole and glorious, and I am nervous. They have assured me. That said, you assured me too. No, I have no choice. They have offered immortality, ecstasy, and secrets unbound. But best of all, Mr. Bigley, the pipes are silent down there, I've been assured. Someone tells me he might be underneath. Yep, he's underneath. And I cannot get to him. Terrible fetus, okay. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Avon Street and was heading towards Oak Street and saw it. The thing was running so fast, I didn't even understand what it was. I jumped from the window and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something that was with a shaken hand. Something like a last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him. A fetus. On thin, bony legs. With a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking. I can't forget it. Lovely.
find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
Oh. Hello. Have I already been in here? Nope. My dearest comfort, if my scrawl is illegible scribble, forgive me. The shock of what I have discovered from the poor young woman's womb has affected my nerves. Her guttural screams will still ring in my ears, and her birth tragedy lurks near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the waif's belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Pulling behind it, tore umbilical cord, tore out the placenta in an eruption of bright blood, soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked into the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed and bit off her tongue between clenched, gritting teeth. Falling backwards in horror, crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theatre. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbirth sliding across the floor as the terrible infant silently approached. Write this account on my surgical mask, the sturdy pen you gifted me last year near the Oakmont Commons. May it now serve faithful as my only weapon against the deformed baby. Sincere thanks, Sebastian. Yeah, sometimes it didn't exactly work as you planned. Yeah, that pen seems to be lodged in your skull. No. Okay. No monsters to kill in that one. Weird. Okay, now grab this boat and swing by. Yay!
on sale. Today only.
Okay, so where am I gonna go with this one? Let's read it. I can't help turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. Walked down Murdoch Avenue, West Advent, and near Oak Street. I was hit with an excruciating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter, and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow it was both the spectator and the sitting man. But no matter how I cried out warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seemed I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head. It took me several hours to get back to the hotel after.
Milton Pierce, the mayor Oakmont deserves.
Please help a fella out. I'll take anything you got.
Got nothing for you.
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
That's gonna be it. Doesn't have the H on it. No. Near the corner, so it's not. It won't be dead on the corner, but near it. Still full of pretty much everything. I could still do with some freaking rags here, guys. Harvey, my dear Clara, it's been years since I last saw each other. I still can't sleep without looking at the picture you sent me of your family. I wish I had something to show you, but pictures of this place would only bring you nightmares. What was I thinking when I left our hometown? I fear I might be losing my sanity. You remember Dumont, my neighbour that worked on the docks? I mentioned him in previous letters. Anyway, he was always a good friend. But I don't know what happened. He started screaming in the middle of the night, chanting about lost cities and saying strange words. I was never a religious man, but I don't know how to explain his condition through science. I see strange things each time I look out the window, and I don't know if they are really there, or if it is just my mind playing with the mist. Somehow the mad words of my friends start to make more sense each time I look out at those wild and incomprehensible shapes. I'll return home as soon as I have enough money to do so. I hope to survive all this. Your beloved brother, Victor. Whoa! 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 Mama Jamma. Motherfucker. Okay. That didn't go as I wanted it to, but oh well. This case is done. Need to find more information about the men who attacked the expedition. Well, anything, the police department would have some sort of information about the Throckmorton attack by now, right? That's City Hall. Okie dokie. Where's the police department? There. Okay. play violent crime. Currently looking for a suspect. Know the instrument of the crime. About 10:30 p.m. April 15th at the fish market, Eastern Shells, corner of Orchards Avenue and Holy Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspect looking Innsmouther as he was stalking a young woman. A suspect had in his possession a particular golden amulet which resembled a fish eye, seized, as well as a dagger, seized. Suspect resisted arrest. When I tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers of Eot. Several other armed Innsmouthers appeared from the fish market. I was forced to release said Innsmouther and retreat. Suspect got away. The case is pending further investigation. Okay then. So, guess we know where we're heading next. Okay, the fish market is located in Eastern Shells, corner of Orchard Avenue and Holy Fire Lane.
Choose wisely.
Right.
Fresh fish. Just caught.
Okay.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
What am I looking for here?
Fish? Fresh
There will
fish?
be loss.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
This city is short on everything except dirt, rain, and things that want to kill you. Yet, you just give away food for free. What's your angle?
Angle? There's no angle, Charlie. Not everyone can hide in fancy manners like the grand families. And our hearts tell us we must do more. We've decided to seize our own fate and rise above this disaster. I think it's going well. The sea's good to us, and it blesses us with abundance.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Well, we are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Huh. And how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
Okay.
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had is to help each other, but we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
It's Charles, not Charlie.
Oh, but you're too sweet to be a Charles. Your adorable, rugged hangdog look just screams Charlie to me. Puts a smile on my face.
Oh, fine.
Exlar, Zalar, how do I pronounce your name? Did I get one of them right? I hope I did. Sorry if I didn't. Do apologize. But, hey.
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD
You got
first.
mine right.
Oh, you're kidding me. What for?
You're like the first one.
You need to prove yourself.
So
Show us through your
which one
actions
did I
that
get
you're
right?
worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
Zalar. Or the first one. Exlar. Okay.
So, are there any benefits for joining the EOD?
We don't do this for money, Charlie. We do this because it's the right thing to do. Think of it as working towards a higher purpose.
But, hi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome.
How can I join?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
Really now? Of course you do.
You need me to sail somewhere? I have a boat.
As much as I'd love to go sailing with you, I actually had something else in mind.
Okay then.
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well, last night someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Fine. Count me in.
Good. Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
I serve the sea.
See you later.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie then. Fish storage is in the western shells. Do. Hawking Lane between Warren Road and Liberty Road. Okay, so it's smack bang in the middle. Okie dokie.
You got business here.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How can I help you?
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane. But I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a puzzler. And what did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
All right. Well,
Cue ball.
that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
Got you. Bollocks! But this organization doesn't seem like it's what they say it is. There has to be something more behind it. Okay.
This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools. Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
Okay, letter from the orphanage. Dear Mr. Grimes, we can't thank you enough for what you do for the children. In these dark times, your toys go down like a tall grass of water. We all pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All our staff and of course the children are eager to finally meet our benefactor in person. So please don't hesitate and come as soon as you are able. With eternal gratitude. Administration of Oakmont Street, St. Jerome's Orphanage. Okay.
The hall's fresh, still smells of the sea. No signs of decomposition at all. That's a fancy-looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. It could be dangerous. Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds. So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
poisoning the fish and then giving it away?
I have questions.
Yeah, this doesn't look like a BDSM pleasure room. So, yeah, I'd have concerns about it being hidden. It's one sec. Oh.
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Ooh.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this. Just a little bit more. Oh, no.
You. Okay.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
So this is
I hope
first.
Professor Westerbrook never learns. Just a
Two.
little bit more.
Upstairs is 3.
Darn pests. Mayor, take them. Come
This
back,
one's
you
full.
thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
So it wasn't the organization poisoning them.
You dig up anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't here to rob the place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
Anna will quarter you. You're joking about that, right?
Wish I was. Anna, she's ruthless when it comes to punishing the guilty, EOD member or not.
That's unexpected. Huh.
Okay. Okay. That's... She doesn't seem like it. So, got an itch.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make something up.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Take care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished. I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, I guess. I found a hidden room full of shackles and chains downstairs. Looks like some kind of torture chamber. Know anything about it?
What? Stop talking truck. That can't be true. I know this place top to bottom.
Now, Daryl, you know I'm a detective. And if you're lying, I'm going to find out one way or another.
I've got nothing to do with it, I swear, Mr. Reed. Go ask Anna. She's responsible for renting the place. I know nothing about this.
Okay. I'll talk to Anna. We'll see if your story holds up. Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer, except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There you go. But don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
See ya.
Bye.
May the sea protect you.
Okay, they're not connected. I don't know why I think they were. Okay, and I need to go back over here. dokie. Fish, 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 fish.
Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison. Oh, I can't identify it yet.
See, protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
Any theories on who might have done this? Any enemies?
The EOD has a lot of enemies. Wicked people that want to burn this city or drown it in blood. It could be anyone. It could be the police, the Ku Klux Klan, see, take them, or even the Throgmortons. We were always a thorn in the side of those apes.
What do you want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
Your guard was vigilant. He fought bravely, but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
Okay, I know what that is.
I've found what looks suspiciously like a dungeon in the basement of your fish storage. Care to explain?
Excuse me? You've found what?
A dungeon. Chains, shackles, and blood. Ring any bells?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds awful. We only started renting the place a few weeks ago. Goodness. I'm going to have to ask our landlord several uncomfortable questions, it seems. Thanks for the heads up, Charlie.
See you later.
That does not sound convincing. At all. Yeah, there's University Seal. Okay. Yeah. First saying that she has no idea did not sound convincing. Do. university library. But that's the actual university. Okay. I've not been to the actual university yet. It doesn't look like. Why is the university and the university library so far apart? Like, seriously, why would it be that far apart? You would have thought that they would be, you know, closer together, you know?
Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
Alright, just getting rid of these markers. Guess I no longer need them.
Oh, Wendell sent you to deliver me the books, right?
No. You must have me confused with someone else.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just worried for the fate of these tomes. It's been a week without news from Wendell. Maybe you can help me. I'd reward you, of course.
Why not?
Sure.
What can I do?
Oh, marvelous. Let's get acquainted then. Samuel Hopes, honorary member of Altera Pars Book Club.
Charles Reed, Private Eye.
Good, good. Listen, we're missing 3 rare books. One was taken for restoration while the other 2 were being studied. I asked Wendell to contact all parties, but he's gone quiet. Here's our records. Please, retrieve the tomes. They're so very valuable.
People in uni aren't readers, maybe.
Why are they so valuable?
They're the 3rd, 7th, and 9th tomes written by the humble servant. The collection of all 11 books is our most prized possession. The author's real name is a mystery, but we know that he was an Oakmonter for sure.
Okay, I'm on it. Bye.
Okay.
Welcome to the University of Oakmont. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Westerbrook. You know where I can find him?
You're the one bringing him the specimen?
Specimen?
Oh, never mind. He's in the Department of Medicine. Let me show you.
Can we go see Chris?
Do you recognize this bottle? You know where it comes from?
Sorry. We have hundreds of bottles like this in the university.
Fine. I need to know what's in it. Any suggestions?
You need an analysis. Well, I'm sure someone from the Department of Medicine can help there.
You have a good day.
Goodbye, sir.
I'd hate to have him as my teacher in a lesson. Ah! Said right. Okie dokie.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine. I'm Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. I have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Our lab is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Okey-dokey. Oh, there's a big fucker down here. March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half its internal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breathtaking breakthrough in biology. As we know it, March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. This is monumental. The possibility of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden? Some trait present inside other creatures and perhaps even ourselves? I will need to find volunteers. Oh, that was part 2. Ah, here's part 1. March 2nd, I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one. The grunts call it Mr. Handsome. Really. But I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd, was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. It's been a series of experiments on the creature. So far it's proven exceptionally resilient to all the poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. Shrieks, though, is bound to haunt me. March 5th. Last night I had a vision, thousands of hands wrapping around me as a blanket, and heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it. I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I? So very tempting.
Oh, bollocks. Should have known. Okay. EOD is banned to all staff and students of University of Oakland. Henceforth, any mention of the Everybody's Obvious Duty Organization, also known as EOD, its symbolics, current and / or past members, as well as exposing their beliefs, is forbidden in university grounds on pain of dismissal and / or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity and outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. Administration of the Board of Trustees.
The door won't budge. Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
Your lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. We'll be more careful in the future. Your point's taken.
Oh.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long. We finished that analysis, sir. It's ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold, but over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days. Professor Cavendish is away as well, on vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that, once revealed, will benefit all humankind.
Some secret should stay buried, 6 feet under.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25. Just imagine. His biochemistry studies are second to none, worthy of a Nobel Prize. If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
I'll see you later.
Okay. None of them are connected. Just making sure. Note from Professor Westbrook. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corner like some kind of waiter. I won't step foot into this building again until the works are finished. Will you give me Cavendish's office? You tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce, Westbrook.
The door won't budge. These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Okay, Agent 47. Draft of an article. Brothers and sisters, crossed out. Too familiar. My fellow Americans, crossed out. They are Americans. They are Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont. How much longer will we put up with those fish-faced bastards? crossed out. These sea freaks, crossed out. How much longer will we need to put up with this? Those cave-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD, crossed out. George Cavendish, professor at Oakmont University, is the poison thief. He made himself a copy of the key to the poison locker according to his student. He lives somewhere in Advent. Holy shit, I've got 3 points. Okay. Okay. Now, 15% chance to save materials when I craft items. That might help me save some of the, some rags. Sorry, 1 second. It's... Okay, just double checking that it's found everything in the bottom. Oh.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
Oh, there we go. Lives somewhere in Advent. That helps. I'll have to go to City Hall, try and find something out. Where's the fast travel near here? Ah, no, there we go. Most of the Blackwoods vanished after the flood, leaving the Throgmortons in the... I was reading that! Archives. George Walter Cavendish, date of birth January 26, 1883. Place of birth Oakmont, Mass. Place of residence Oakmont, Mass. Advent Central. Oakmont, Mass. Advent Central. St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution Street. Flat 2. Occupation Professor of Biology, Department of Medicine, Oakmont University. Okie dokie. Fantastic. Central Michael's. There it is. Place marker. Sweet, straight down.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister? Come, find something you like. Cheaper than the rest. Best stuff in Oakmont. All on sale. Today only.
The door won't budge.
Attack from the baby's carriage. If you want it, take it. It's free.
The door won't budge. And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Sometimes people will have a hard time letting go. Professor's fact list. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of the time on the second floor during the night. Think about a way to divert suspicion from Westbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to storage. Think about plan B. Newspaper issue, February. Disturbance in the shells. A fight breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appears to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells report that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seem to have participated in the fight. Okay.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD is in the center of all of it.
I loved you. I always loved you.
What if he was married to Anna, and she joined the EOD? Newspaper issue March. Gone. Body count raises that vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence among the city's poor. Said Lyons, most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage... What the hell was that? Where was I? Alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicles reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
George?
I don't care what your
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Oh.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down. My name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this how?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then
she became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doom take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
What did she mean, blessed by the sea?
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones. They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah, perhaps not coincidentally.
Ah, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
Yarp.
Keep talking. Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
Your agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Ah, I see where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look, I'm gonna need to think about this.
Of course. But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand why.
Okay.
The door won't budge.
Thought that was is a zealous servant of Eodine will follow any instructions without hesitation. There's no way that she's an honest charity worker if that guy was so scared of her going to kill him, being quartered. Which one do you guys think he is? Should help George Cavendish. Okay, help me.
Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh haul of fish at the EOD storage. It's heavily guarded, but you'll figure out something, I've no doubt. I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin. Be very careful with it.
Yeah, will do. I'm not quite ready to die yet.
Alright. Can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, shells west. I might as well just take the boat. Straight across. I'm getting a call, guys. That was a quick call, but Noah seemed to be really upset. So, I'll be on call with him in a bit.
Burn your eyes.
Hello again, Daryl. I serve the sea.
Sea be praised, Mr. Reed.
Yeah, how's it going?
Still guarding this old piece of rock, as you can see.
Mind if I go inside?
Sure, no problem with that. Stay as long as you want.
Daryl, listen to me carefully. If you want to keep breathing, you gotta skip town. Now. You're taking a lot of heat on account of that fish poisoning. The EOD is on it like a dog on a bone, and they will find out the truth eventually.
What? I don't believe it.
Daryl, I'm saying this only because you're a real stand-up guy and I respect you. Leave this place. Forget about the EOD, or it will kill you.
Fine, fine. You've always been on the level with me. I'll leave.
Don't be a stranger, Daryl.
May the sea protect you, Mr. Reed.
There's no way that nobody in the AOD knew about the goddamn torture chamber, okay? And whatever the fuck happened to the cat was nothing to do with ricin. Anybody has seen Breaking Bad, they'll know that ricin does not make things grow out of you like that, okay? Okay. Now that I've done that, so I'll need to meet him at the corner of Auburn Lane and Liberty Road. Yeah, the storage. Oh! Hi!
It's done. The fish have been poisoned.
Perfect. This will make a decisive blow to the EOD in Oakmont. You've done a great thing, Mr. Reed.
So, what's next on your to-do list? Hangings? Drowning kittens?
What we've already accomplished should be more than enough. After I see the EOD in ruin, I'll turn myself into the police. I'm aware of being guilty of several crimes. The least being theft and the most severe being mass murder. I won't hide from my fate.
Well, that's something, at least.
I don't want anyone else to suffer my fate. And I certainly don't want anyone else blamed for my crimes.
Your contact better be worth the trouble, George.
He's already waiting for you in the basement of the fish market. His name's Fred. You'll need to tell him a password.
Oh, you're kidding me. Passwords? Again?
Oh, yes. We decided to use this EOD feature against them. Ironic, don't you think? Funny, even.
Right, funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just split my sides laughing.
Anyway, the password is, the sea is a cruel mistress. Good luck.
You know anything about Harriet Doe? A professor from the university.
Harriet. Ah, yes, I remember her. Brilliant anthropologist. It was always a pleasure to read her articles. Is it her you're looking for?
Yeah. She participated in Throgmorton's little, expedition to the depths. That's where the EOD captured her.
Oh, kidnapping promising female scientists from the university must have become a hobby for them. Freaks.
Bye.
Okay then. So now I have to go to the fish market, which is over here. Okie dokie then. Let's head over. Okay, so I just need to go and talk to... So the guy's in the basement.
Hello? Your name Fred?
Might be. What do you want?
It's funny, you know. The water's choppy, the weather bad, and I miss sailing more than ever. It's like they say, the sea is a cruel mistress.
I know what you mean. But listen, I've got a story you might enjoy. You're looking for Professor Doe, ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon?
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And of course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. All right. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've an inkling what's coming? I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it. You've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
All right, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Yep. Okay. I see your point. Okay, so I have to go up to Throckmorton's thing. Okay. Okay. This way. Why did I... Oh my god!
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD, the den of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Actually, most of the EOD members I met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You ought to examine your prejudices.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son for Kay's sake.
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn. Now leave. I've heard enough from you.
Okay. Yay! Yes! I've got a shotgun! Okay, sons and fathers. Fred told me that he knows where the EOD is keeping. He believes the smugglers communicate secretly using advertisement from Salvation Harbor in local newspaper. Most likely it's a new message each week. Okay. He goes to Yokomon newspaper. Look in Salvation Harbor's. No, this is police department. Wrong one. I will get it right soon.
news that's fit for print. Buy paper, mister?
Oh.
Extra, extra. All the news
Yeah.
that's fit for print. Buy paper.
There we go. Okay. Well, that would be it. Salvation Harbour. There we go. Time has come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey. This time to the Seven Oaks Bar, crossroad of Calm Shore Street and Salvation Road in Western Salvation Harbour. Smack bang on a bloody fast travel point. Fantastic.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit for print. Buy paper, mister?
Yeah. Stretch. Ow. Oh. Fast travel point is just up this road here. And this will have to be the last thing I do. Is this it? No. Wait. Building. Ah, there we go.
little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Maybe, maybe not. What makes you think I know anything?
I've heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Okay. What about a little favor? Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taking him so long. Here's the address.
Got it.
One more thing. If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life, if you catch my drift.
Bye.
Alright, so got that waiting for me on the next stream. So, if you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Thank all my patrons and supporters through PayPal. All your donations help, guys. Thank you. If you've got games you'd like to see me play, please leave suggestions down in the comments below. And like always, you guys stay Foxy, and I'll catch you later. Foxy out!